It's been a crazy week and a crazier weekend trying to get everything going, to get set up and get ready to run classes outside tomorrow. So a quick announcement: this isn't the most formal video, and there's still going to be some additional pieces that will get released and worked out in a much more organized way. But we do have the schedule up based on the feedback. It's going to be just pretty much similar to what we've been running: 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 4:30, 5:30. 6:30 has been moved to 6:20 though, and we did add on a noon class throughout the week. All right, a lot of people are interested in that noon lunchtime, and with a lot of people's schedules changing so that many more people are working from home more than normal, and some may not have to actually go back to a building most of the time, that noon session may be quite the benefit, along with the 9 a.m. for many others. And the reason why that's also there is because we are going to have to limit class sizes to 10 people. We are going to have to go back to a capped session size due to the social distancing guidelines. We will have some spaces for people to use, and they'll kind of interchange outside based on position of matting. All right, so when you come into the gym, you are not going to park behind our building. All right, you'll need to either maintain the parking spaces behind our old building to the side of our building, next to the sidewalk, or you'll want to pull in and immediately take a left and go around Doc's Automotive and go around to the other side of our building and park in that larger open area. When you come in, you're going to see that the area outside is going to be roped off, and we're going to have to leave a large path for traffic to be able to pass through. So we cannot block the back of the building, because other businesses will need to be able to drive by there if they have to pull a larger vehicle back. But we'll have the area roped off, and we'll be looking over some safety features and such. All right, so make sure you're either parking to the west side of the building, which is where people normally would come in, or park on the east side of the building, which is going in front of Doc's Automotive and going around towards the back. Okay, so that's one of the first changes. Again, we're having to limit the class size to 10 participants, so signing up is still mandatory. However, we do have a waiting list that will be added and go into effect, so that if you're on the waiting list for a session and someone cancels before that half hour before the session starts, you'll be bumped up and you should be notified that you've been moved up into that session. Okay, but again, we did add on that additional noon class, and we have our 9 a.m. And if you have availability during the day to attend, as opposed to a typical routine of a nighttime attendance during a much heavier hour, I do strongly recommend that. Okay, especially with people's schedules changing. Anyways, we will be adhering to those social distancing guidelines, so having stations and areas set up for each person is going to be the norm from here on out until we hear otherwise. All right, so you will be getting your equipment, and then we will be having a cycle or rotation for people to get the equipment that they need and bring it out around the pull-up rig that we erected outside. So we utilized the old pull-up rig and got that up, and we'll be partaking in that soon enough. Okay, a couple things that you'll probably want to bring with you for each workout. One of the things is that we cannot use chalk, provide chalk, I should say. You may use it, but you're going to have to use your own chalk. Bring your own chalk if you need it, so that way we're not sharing a communal bowl. Even though the chalk that we had was antimicrobial, it was a better premium quality chalk, it's not necessarily proven to kill off the more aggressive viruses that we're mostly concerned about. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, if you need chalk, bring chalk. We won't be able to provide it for you at this time. We still have the cleaning towel service available and will be set up, and we have additional cleaning sprayers for people to use, and floor mats for us to be able to clean the matting off that we use outside. The biggest thing is that the mats are black, so if it's a sunny day, they may get hot. And if we're going down and we're doing bodybuilders or burpees or having a seat, you may want to bring gloves, okay? And you may want to bring a sweat towel, a larger towel like a beach towel or something, so if you want to put it down, if you have to sit down on the mat and it's a little warm, you can do that, or use it for sweat, okay? Since we're going to be outside, we're going to be exposed to the elements a little bit more. You may want to bring sunscreen, because anybody can get burned in direct sunlight with long enough exposure, so we want to make sure that we're covering and protecting ourselves. Possibly bug spray, okay? Off Active is a type of bug spray that I prefer to use when I'm pretty active outside and I'm getting sweaty, and it works pretty well to keep the bugs away. So that's an option as well. If there's anything else like shade you might want to bring and set up, you can certainly do that, but otherwise we'll be exposed to the elements, and certain days may be canceled depending on weather. We'll do our best to give you the quickest heads up possible. All right, so the schedule's up. Go ahead and get in there and start scheduling your sessions. The only thing is that tomorrow's 6 a.m. is not available because I am not going to be ready by then. I'm going to have to finish setting up a few more things and getting areas positioned before the 9 a.m. So you'll see that there's a 9, noon, 4:30, 5:30, 6:20 for tomorrow. And then our regular schedule after that Tuesday is 6 a.m., 9, noon, then 4:30, 5:30, and 6:20 in the evening. And then Friday there won't be a 6:20. And Saturday it's 8 and 9 o'clock. Sessions will be about 45 minutes long to allow us time to make sure that our areas are cleaned up and equipment's cleaned, just like before we went into this. We've streamlined the process to make it easier for you as well. So hopefully we'll get right back at it, and we'll get past this hiccup and get back into a new routine and enjoy it again. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing you all, and look for more announcements, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.